Hiya, how are ya? Haha. So, uh, I would like to explain a few things about the process that I walk and why I walk it and or how I walk it and what tools and what mechanics and what can be used to quantify such a process that I have walked and that I'm walking. I'm walking a process um, out of consciousness into awareness, out of energies and metaphysics into physicality and breath. I'm walking a process literally from death to life. And it is a process of self-investigation, forgiving myself in great detail, investigating myself, becoming self-honest, becoming responsible, gaining integrity and decency, you could say, learning myself to know in a deep, deep existential way throughout what manifests as me, what is me of this world. So, and it is inevitable that we all walk such a process, either in this life when we have the best chance to make the change, or in the dimension after this life, where there will be limited chances of change, of self-development. So the best chance we have is to walk this process of self-forgiveness in this life where we're at now, because here is where we have most options and, what shall I say, chances and powers to change ourselves as beingness. And it's inevitable that we all walk such a process. And by those terms, I am one of the very few, what shall I say, so far, front runners of this uh, process of from consciousness into life. I'm one of the pioneers who is walking this process, becoming whole, becoming equal and one, or having that purpose of equality and oneness as something, a higher purpose, and learning myself to know, learning to know self-forgiveness and self-honesty and everything, what it really deep down means to be a human being, and everything about that, all dimensions. To investigate all those dimensions and see myself, who I really am, forgive the emotions and so on, and change myself. And through this, I'm walking a process, being a front runner, you could say, because we all have to walk this either in this life or in the dimension after, and so on and so on. So, what are the things? What are the tools that I have used to quantify my process, to move with my process? The first advice I would like to give you before or when you start walking a process is to slow down. Please lower your shoulders, breathe, and slow down. It is much easier to become intimate and honest with self if you are stable at breath and have a calm, slow down pace, and yeah. Further than that, it would be to learn and work on the sentence of self-forgiveness. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to learn that sentence, to practice it, to speak it, to write it, and to speak it and sound it like to use like a theatrical voice on it. Just I forgive myself that because very many of the memories, it might seem funny and it sure is, but many of the memories, very many of the memories that we have in our stored as emotional, dramatic memories are just that, traumatic and dramatic memories. So to be a little dramatic or funny or whatever when we sing a song of self-forgiveness, when we forgive ourselves, and the sound of forgiveness, I forgive myself that I've accepted. The sound of self-forgiveness. That's also a cool thing to play with. To play with. Um, to learn that sentence, to write it out, and to not stop with forgiving yourself until you've reached a point of change, a point of realizing, a point of committing to a change. Also, to learn some consistent moves. If you play the piano, if you used to play the piano when you were a child but you quit it in the teens or so on, find a hobby that you can enjoy. Find a hobby that you like. It's a drawing or painting or piano or swimming or walking, hiking, whatever. Find something that you like and build yourself within that. That will be a very cool support for you in your process to work, whatever it is that is of support for you. And go for daily walks. Stay physically active. We are here to honor the physical, the body in which we live and grow and all that. So to quantify the process, to listen to Aircraft interviews, to listen to them a couple of times perhaps, listen to the Portal talking on YouTube, listen to Bernard Pullman on YouTube, maybe several times. To start sharing self like I'm doing here, to start opening up self and sharing self like I'm doing here. Opening up self. Start sharing self. Start to live words. Start to have words that follow your day. Start to have single or sentences. Start with single, that's most easy, I think. I would start with singles and then advance. Check out, I'll leave some links to Soul, School of Ultimate Living, School of Ultimate Living on YouTube. Um, Living Words is a very cool thing to practice in one's process, to have living words. To work with living words is very cool application, very cool support for self. And be honest. Be honest with yourself. With yourself for foremost, because you are the key to your own improvement. You are the key to everything, as a matter of fact. And yeah, slow down the pace, focus on the breathing application, start to live words, pick some words like words you like, whatever words they are that you like, that's a cool word, like depth or integrity or support or structure or care or gentleness. There are many, many, many words that can support you. Uh, and start working on this forgiveness sentence, slow down, and we can get moving with the process. So, and it's not done overnight, but these are some of the things that have quantified my process, that I've made my process run smoother. These are the points that have made my process develop faster, move faster, quantum faster. So yeah, um, and let's do this. Let's walk this process. Let's unite all as one, as one, equal and one, and let's forgive our mind and the past and the mind will always be a part of me, yes, and my history will always be with me, but I can delete all the energy, friction, and vibration, whatever within it. I can stop the energy addiction within it. So forgiving self is the most powerful tool. So don't wait. Please ask me if you have questions and comments, and check out the links. Enjoy!